Bingo. Hey everybody, this is Angelo Quinones, and you're looking at my computer for the first time ever. How dare you look at my top secrets? But anyway, let me go to Corel Video Studio, and I am gonna let you see, okay, as I get that out of the way, okay, as I had a project over there. Now, let me let you look at me writing some Greek, okay? This is very important for Bible students to get familiar with some of the most important words for God in the Bible, okay? So, what I'm going to do, I am going to, okay, press project over there, and that's my little trusty magnifying glass over there, so I can actually see what I'm doing, okay? So, let me actually drag this graphic over here, okay? And actually, let me just increase the timing of it, all right? And so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let me just highlight this first. All right, and let me just put that a little bigger. Let's check this out for a second here. Hope everybody's doing well. You know, glad to be with you. Gonna put it for 3 seconds, actually for 3 minutes. 3 seconds won't cut it. And that's what I'm going to do. Let me just tap over here, and it's going to increase. Now, what I'm going to do, I have the Greek alphabet, or really the Greek language up here, you know, alphabet, and they're called symbols. And I didn't even know that word that was in Corel. Absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? So let me put this a little bit bigger. Okay. And I'm gonna start writing. Okay, I'm gonna start writing Greek. Okay, let's check that out. And just put this a little bit bigger. And this is Corel Video Studio. This is where I do all my projects and stuff like that. For the first time you're looking at it. And okay, so hopefully that'll disappear in a matter of seconds. All right, if not, I'll just drag it over here. Okay, so hopefully it'll disappear. Let's make the lettering a little bit bigger. So we'll go over here, right? And let's just drag that a little bit over here. That's a pain. Okay, let me get that out. Okay, put that down there a little bit. Okay, so let's increase the font. Okay, I want to increase the font. All right, so let me see if I could do that. Okay, so why does it do that? Okay. So let me just increase the font over here, and maybe put it at I don't know, 60 or something like that. Maybe put it at in the 70s. Should be big enough. Okay, now let's look at the word for God in the Greek. All right, Theos. Okay, so let's put capital theta. That's a theta. It's equal to our th. Epsilon, omicron, sigma. That is the, okay, word Theos. It means God in the Greek, okay? Theos. Let me write it again so you can get it down pat. Okay? Okay, capital theta, epsilon, omicron, sigma. Thank God, right? And so that's God in the Greek, okay? You see that many times. As a matter of fact, the ancient and best manuscripts had it abbreviated, okay, as 2 letters, okay? Theta and sigma. You would see that, for example, in, let me just go like this, in Sinaiticus and Vaticanus. That's why there was a confusion sometimes, because let's erase the theta and put the omicron capitalized, okay? 1 Timothy, okay, 1 Timothy 3:16 had this originally, okay? All right, let me see if I can make it a little bit more bigger so you can see. All right, so it's, I don't even know, put it up to 100, okay? All right, so that should be big enough for you guys. Let me put it actually in the middle. Okay, and I'll let you know the confusion. 1 Timothy 3:16. in ancient times, okay, the earliest manuscripts were written in uncials, okay? In other words, they were written in capital letters. That's what uncial means, capital letters, okay? And so the original manuscripts like Sinaiticus, probably not Vaticanus, because Vaticanus did not have the pastoral epistles, okay? I'm not saying originally, but they were nowhere to be found. So it had has, which means who, okay, translated we in the NASB and NIV, because it was like that originally. Now, as time went on, okay, they actually, okay, had it like this in later manuscripts, okay? See, there's practically no difference. Now, the problem was, okay, that this was the abbreviation, okay? This was the abbreviation for God. Now remember, God is originally spelled out, and let me leave it in caps, okay? Let me see, let me leave it in capital letters. Okay, that is God, okay, in its original form, theta, epsilon, omicron, and sigma, okay? Now, to save space in these papyri manuscripts or vellum-based manuscripts, okay, you know, vellum means animal skins, and then you have papyri was a water plant that grew in the Nile of Egypt. They would abbreviate it to this, okay? Now, they usually put a line over these holy words or holy names, okay? All right? They had to indicate over here like a line over it, indicating, hey, like, you know, this is a traffic line. This means God, okay? Be careful. However, it wasn't like that originally. It was actually this, okay? It was has, actually, okay? Right? Sinaiticus has that, has, okay? Now, as time went on, people thought that, okay, because of the material itself had lines, okay, that it really meant this. Okay, let me put a capital right there. That it really said this, and it said nothing of the kind. Now, there is no fear. Smith is here, okay? Actually, God refers back to, okay, there's no problem because God has already mentioned in 1 Timothy, in 1 Timothy 3:15 anyway. God is found twice in verse 15. So the he or the who that's in verse 16 refers back to this anyway. That's found in 15, so there's no problem with the NIV saying he and the NASB saying he. It's just using the most ancient manuscripts, and the most ancient manuscripts had this. Okay? You see there's practically no difference? Let me do this, okay? Let me put that in the side, on the left-hand side, the original reading of 1 Timothy 3:16. And let me put this up here, theta, and then, actually, let me capitalize it, and then sigma, okay? And let me put that, you know, to the right, and then I'm just going to put it small for you guys so you can see everything there. So I'm going to have to decrease it somewhat, all right? So you see there, okay, you see that this was the original has, okay? Now it will have a rough breathing, making the omicron like that, like an H sound, okay? It will be rough breathing over here, okay? And right over here, the indicator, if this was, let's say, some other word that had an omicron with soft breathing, it would be the opposite. It would be like this. Okay, maybe I could give you those indicators of rough breathing and soft breathing in the future. But this is the thing. Side by side, you see there's practically no difference except for the line in the middle. And actually, this is kind of a modern way to write this. It was actually a line more like this. Let me put it small, theta, okay? Like that. It would just be a line like this. It won't be a fancy line in the middle like that. So basically, it will be a line in the middle like this, just a regular line. And so, like Sinaiticus as a 4th century manuscript, okay, had everything written together, okay, everything written together. So let me just backspace and get rid of everything here, okay? All right. Let me give you an indication how things used to be written, okay? Now this is going to be NRK. In the beginning was the word. NRK ein ha logos. This is how it used to be written. Okay, let me see. Okay, is that cap? No, it's not that capital, so let me capitalize it, okay? This is John 1:1a when it's capitalized. And the problem was there were no spaces between the letters, okay? All right, so this is the thing. NRK, see how it runs? NRK. Okay, let me just give you the letters. Epsilon nu for N, or in English. NRK. RK means beginning when it has to do with people or time or history, and it means ruler when it has to do with people. So anyway, let's put RK there. Alpha, rho, key, and then eta. Okay, so that's so far, that's written with no spaces, and there are 2 words there. NRK ein, okay, ein, you see that? Ein. So let me just put this down there a little bit. Ein, ha, and logos. Let's put logos for now. Lambda, okay, and sigma, okay. So let me get that small for you, okay, and tell you and kind of indicate to you, all right, how these things were written in the old days. No spaces, nothing like that, okay? So let's put that a little smaller so you can see the whole thing on the screen, you know? It's too big now. So let me just decrease it a little bit there. I don't know, put it like this. So let me see, that's still too big. So let me just, okay, put it a little bit more smaller, okay? Okay, so right about there. And let me put this in the middle. And. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so you have here NRK ein ha logos. That's John 1:1a. And see how it's written together like that. Now they had to translate this stuff, okay? Or they had to make transmissions of it. Transmission is different from translation. Transmission is preserving the text in its original form and language, okay? Translation is different. You're translating this into whatever, Spanish, Dutch, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, it doesn't matter. But transmission has nothing to do with translation. That's preservation, okay? So that's just the thing about that. Now, to be brief, this is, in the beginning was the Word, okay? Now, over here, let me space it and make it even easier. Okay? This over here means word or logos, okay? But and why did I abbreviate it? Because these holy words or names were abbreviated, or holy titles, meaning Jesus, Christus, Jesus Christ, Kyrios was abbreviated, Theos, meaning God, was abbreviated, and, okay? So they will have a line above the abbreviated holy word, if you will, to indicate, hey, guys and gals, okay, this is a holy word, so be careful with it, okay? Don't miss it. Now, this is what happened with let me just switch over to, to 1 Timothy, okay? 1 Timothy, okay, had this. It had originally, it's not denying the deity of Christ, don't be silly, because Sinaiticus and Vaticanus actually uphold the deity of Christ in John 1:18, okay, where the King James Version does not. To be with you, I'm going to put it for 3 seconds, actually for 3 minutes. 3 seconds won't cut it. And that's what I'm going to do. Let me just tap over here, and it's going to increase. Now, what I'm going to do, I have the Greek alphabet, or really the Greek language up here, you know, alphabet, and they're called symbols, and I didn't away, okay, as I had a project over there. Now, let you look at me writing some Greek, okay? This is very important for Bible students to get familiar with some of the most important words for God in the Bible, okay? So, what I'm going to do, I am going to, okay, press project over there, and that's my little trusty magnifying glass over there, so I can actually see what I'm doing, okay? So, let me actually drag this graphic over here, okay? And actually, let me just increase. Bingo! Hey everybody, this is Angelo Quinones, and you're looking at my computer for the first time ever. How dare you look at my top secrets? But anyway, let me go to Corel Video Studio, and I am going to let you see, okay, as I get that out of the timing of it, all right? And so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let me just highlight this first. All right, and let me just put that a little bigger. Let's check this out for a second here. Hope everybody's doing well. You know, glad to